Šabac is a city in western Serbia, along the Sava River, near the mountain Cer, in the region of Makva. It is the administrative center of the Makva district. The city has a population of 70,164, while population of the administrative area is 115,884. Šabac acquired city rights in 2007, after a partial restructuring of local government in Serbia. Name. The etymology of name Šabac is uncertain, although its resemblance to the name of the Sava River is suggestive. This name is in use since the end of the 15th century. In Serbian, the town is known as Šabac, in Bosnian as Šabac, in Turkish as Bogadelin, in German as Šabac, and in Hungarian as Šabac. History. Human settlements existed in this area in Neolithic times. In the Middle Ages, Slavic settlement named Zaslon existed at the current location of Šabac. This settlement was mentioned in Ragusan documents from 1454. The settlement was part of the Serbian Despotate until it fell to the Ottoman Empire in 1459. In 1470, the Ottomans built the first fortress in the town and named it Bogadelin. In 1476, the Hungarian king Matthias captured the fort and it stayed under administration of the Kingdom of Hungary till 1521, when it was again captured by the Ottoman Empire. Under Hungarian administration, the town was part of the Banovina of Makva, whereas under Ottoman administration it was firstly part of the Sanjak of Zvornik within the province of Bosnia, and later part of the Sanjak of Smederevo. Šabac was the administrative center of the Nahijar of Šabac, a local Ottoman administrative unit. During the Ottoman period, Šabac was a typical Oriental town with tiny streets, small shops and several mosques. Population was composed of both Muslims and Serbs. Until the 19th century, Šabac was mostly under Ottoman administration, but control of the town also changed hands several times between the Ottoman Empire and Habsburg monarchy. During the first period of Habsburg administration, Šabac was part of the Habsburg Kingdom of Serbia. After the Treaty of Belgrade, Šabac reverted to Ottoman control, and with the new border line between the two empires, it gained importance as a border town, as well as a market town. A second period of Habsburg control of the area occurred in 1789 to 1790. The storming of the city being one of the early experiences of the renowned military leader Joseph Poniatowski, but the Ottoman control over area was subsequently restored. Šabac became a site of importance in Serbian history in the First Serbian Uprising when, in 1806, Karađorđe Petrović led the Serbian insurgents into one of the first victories over the Ottoman army near the nearby village of Misa. Until 1813, the town was a part of Karađorđe's Serbia. After the fall of Serbia in 1813, brief period of restored Ottoman control followed, but after the Second Serbian Uprising in 1815, Šabac was included into autonomous Principality of Serbia. However, Ottoman army remained in the Šabac fort for next several decades. The Obrenović family also left a mark on the town as the place of residence of the enlightened Jevrem Obrenović, brother of Prince Miloš Obrenović, who modernized and urbanized it after the Second Serbian Uprising. The period from 1820 to 1850 saw the establishment for the first time in Šabac of a hospital, a pharmacy, a Serbian grammar school, a gymnasium, a theatre, and a musical society. The Ottoman army evacuated the fort of Šabac for good in 1867, marking the end of the Ottoman presence in the area. The first newspaper in the Kingdom of Serbia was printed in Šabac in 1883, and the town was also the first in Serbia where women started visiting kafanas on Sunday afternoons, as was customary for men. The town prospered until the First World War, when it was occupied and devastated by Austro-Hungarian army and had its population halved. The World War I is also remembered for the battle on nearby Cer mountain where the Serbian army under General Stepanović won an early victory against Austria-Hungary in August 1914, the first Allied victory in the war. After the war, Šabac was decorated with French War Cross with Palm, Czechoslovak War Cross, and the Order of the Karađorđe Star with swords. Since 1918, the town is part of the newly formed Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenes. From 1918 to 1922, it was administrative seat of Podrinj district. From 1922 to 1929, administrative seat of Podrinj Oblast. And from 1929 to 1941 it was part of the Drina Banovina. An early milestone in the Yugoslav era of the town's history was the opening of the Zorka chemical plant in 1938. The city's renewal was interrupted by World War II and occupation by German troops. During the German occupation, Šabac was part of the area governed by the military administration in Serbia. Some 5,000 residents of Šabac were imprisoned along with 20,000 others in the Šabac concentration camp, including 1,200 fleeing Jews in the ill-fated Kladovo transport. Eventually, 7,000 of the inmates met their deaths. The city was liberated from occupation by the Yugoslav partisans in 1944. After the war, it was included into People's Republic of Serbia within new socialist Yugoslavia. Since then, it grew into a modern industrial city with the aforementioned Zorka chemical plant and the expanded population. The 1970s saw the construction of the first modern sports hall. The swamp at the city's outskirts, Benska Bara, was drained and turned into a residential neighborhood, and a new bridge was built over the Sava River. By 2010, the population of the city and its suburbs has risen to 75,000. Demographics: local communities, urban local communities, rural local communities. Economy: prior to 1990, Šabac had one of the best developed economies in Yugoslavia. International sanctions against Yugoslavia during Bosnian War provoked the shutdown of the Zorka plant, which was the main enterprise in Šabac. Many other major local firms like Sapkanka, Izgradnja, and Nama also shut down during this period. The main industries of Šabac today are agriculture, transportation and food production. Since 2000, some of the more important companies are dairy plant Mlekara Šabac, Elixir Group, Zorka Pharma, and Tin Mill. Sport: there are several sports societies in Šabac. Kayak Club, Zorka Color, Šabac. FK Makva Šabac. RK Metaloplastica. Basketball Club Šabac. Water Polo Club Šabac. Boxing Club Šabac. Female Handball Club Medicina. Local media. Education. Elementary schools. This is a list of elementary schools in Šabac. OS Seal Jovanović. OS Nikolai Velimirović. OS Vuk Karadzic. OS Stojan Novakovic. OS Nata Jelisic. OS Janko Veselinovic. OS Lazar Lazarevic. High schools. This is a list of high schools in Šabac. Šabaca Gimnazia. High Agriculture School. High Medicine School. Dr. Andra Jovanovic. High Economical Commercial School. High Chemical and Textile School. High Technical School. High Music School Mihaila Vuk Dragovic. High Arts School. Private Centers of Education King's College. Premier. Pygmalion. Interlink. Teachers associations. Several teachers associations exist in Šabac. English Language Teachers Association, Makva County. Transportation. Roads. The length and status of roads in the municipality is: main roads 59.9 kilometers, regional roads 111.4 kilometers, local roads 304.2 kilometers, asphalt, unconventional roads 2,700 kilometers, asphalt, city streets 10 kilometers. A branch which connected this line with Bogatic is locked out. The railway is used for the transport of goods and raw materials for the Zorka factory and passenger transport to Ruma. Politics. Seats in the municipality parliament won in the 2004 local elections. Democratic Party, Serbian Renewal Movement, Serbian Radical Party, Democratic Party of Serbia, Socialist Party of Serbia, Strength of Serbia Movement, G17+, People's Peasant Party, Group of the Citizens, The Voice of the People, non-government organizations in Šabac. According to unofficial data, in the city of Šabac, there are over 300 registered non-government organizations, with wide variety of activities and different primary goals. Traditionally, the most active are those organizations whose primary goals are humanitarian, protection of the rights of persons with disabilities, protection of the rights of ethnic minorities, protection of the vulnerable social categories, ecology, etc. Beside traditionally active organizations in Šabac, there are non-government organizations which unite young people in purpose of protecting their own rights. Under the social category of youth are those who are not older than 30, and not younger than 15 years, according to Ministry of Youth and Sports of the Republic of Serbia. Some of the most active organizations in Šabac are Youth Umbrella, Caritas, Šabac, Roma for Roma, Human Heart of Šabac, NGO Light, NGO Ecos, Trade Unions, Sindicato Seal Jovanovic. Famous people linked to Šabac: Alexander Gajic, Mileva Maric, Einstein, Andra Jovanovic, Anton Gustav Matos, Avram Josefinova and Stanislav Vinova, Branimir Kozic, Branislav Lecic, Georgia Gajic, Dr. Draga Josic, Dragisa Lapčević, Dragisa Penjan, Isidora Sekulic, Janko Veselinovic, Jevrim Obrenovic, Jovan Svijic, Joseph Poniatowski, Kosta Abrasovic, Kristovoje Ilic, Lazar Lazarevic, Ljubiša Jovanovic, Ljubomir Pavlovic, Director Šabac Gimnazic, Mara Lukic Jelizic, Dr. Miljo Dunjic, Mile Izakovic, Milik Stankovic, Milorad Popovic Sapkanin, Milos Mustafajevic, Milutin Dragicevic, Miroslav Thukic, Muzika Karpela, Sikvaric, Nemanja Matic, Robert Tolinga, Sasha Nezev, Slobodan Jovanovic, Stojan Novakovic, Vasa Andalia, Veroljub Veca Pavlovic, Veselin Vujovic, Vladimir Jovanovic, Vladislav Laliki, Zivarjan Zika Pavlovic, Filmski Reditolji Pisak, Zivarad Zika Popovic. Coat of arms of Šabac and armorial flag. There are three versions of the coat of arms of Šabac: the primary, middle, and large. Primary coat of arms, middle coat of arms, Šabac armorial flag. Twin cities. Šabac is twinned with the following cities: Argostoli, Fujimi, Kuryatata, Kralupy nad Vltavou.